If you're thinking about moving to the Orlando, Florida area, then you're going to want to see this new construction home in one of Orlando's best suburbs, Oviedo, Florida. This new home builder is building the only single-family new construction community homes in Oviedo. Today, we're going to be touring a model, and we'll also be addressing some mind-blowing incentives, including a rebate, which is not very common, why this location is perfect, and the prices of these homes. So let's work towards getting inside this amazing home.
Wait, why is this the only new construction here in Oviedo?
You see, it's just built out. Oviedo used to be very rural, very country, but it's really grown out now. Now, what I want to point out first is the landscaping. Beautiful landscaping they have set up here. Look at the stone on the front. They've really done all sorts of the upgrades. Check out the paver line driveway and how wide that driveway is.
Yeah, you could fit almost 4 cars across there, it looks like.
Almost, but these are on 90-foot lots, and one of these communities is on 90-foot lots. The other 2 communities are on 70-foot lots. Check out this
huge porch.
Huge porch. Thank you for the words. I appreciate that. So look, it's hot out here. Let's get inside. My Lord, it's hot out there. Okay, so we're here now in this home, and this home has 5 bedrooms, 4 baths, 3-car garage, and 3,978 square feet as it sits today. Now, this builder is a semi-custom builder, so they can make all sorts of changes, and they have all sorts of floor plans as well. But as we start off here, the first thing I want to point out, let's look at the floors. They're actually tile floors, wood look tile.
I like that the grout seems smaller.
It gives it a good, it looks like real wood.
Yeah.
Which we like that look.
And less to clean, I think.
Right, because it's the grout that's usually getting dirty.
The grout, yeah.
Yeah, good point. So 5-inch baseboards, I skipped right over that. Little thing, not huge, but it's nice. And then up top, you're gonna see behind me, look at all the light.
Yeah, I love that extra window that they added up there.
Yes, a lot of light in here, great natural lighting, I love that. Pretty cool fixtures too, what do you think?
Yeah.
And then, so let's jump into this study or office, whatever. You're gonna notice they put French doors on here, which I think is a great touch.
I know, I don't like when people have an office with no windows, or with no doors at least, because then everyone can hear what you're doing.
Right, and if you're trying to work, like we work from home often, and there's, you know, if there's a lot of noise out there, it's like you have to close the door, you kind of shut off from the world, but this way you can kind of, with the windows open, it really helps. So take a look at what they've done over here. Being that this is a study or an office space, they put the storage, which I think is a nice touch. This builder does a great job with windows. You're gonna see good lighting throughout this home. As we go through it, pay attention, because you will see a lot of that.
And of course a chandelier.
Yeah, kind of a weird looking chandelier.
In every room.
It's fine. It's whatever, you know what I mean? Over here, you're gonna see a dining area. The dining area is open, which I think is a nice feature. You're gonna see that with just about all the new construction home these days. But up top, you're gonna see the same wall, same ceiling that they had over in that other section, which is something a little bit unique. Usually the foyer is completely different, or that entrance area is completely different. And so I like that. And then step back just a bit, Kyla, and you can see the top. You know, maybe they need this for structural reasons, but they left this wall, or partial wall.
Yeah, it's nice because it's still an open concept, but it also still gives you a clear definition of where the dining room is.
Yeah, it kind of breaks it up. And then the main living area, one thing I like this wall, this big long wall. Now, I'd probably hate it. I could probably see myself complaining about it, but because of this wall that we just spoke of, it kind of seems appropriate in this big wooden
It gives it some depth, I think.
Yeah, I think it's great. Maybe this helps with sound?
I think it's just for looks, but yeah.
Maybe. Check out the top, Kyla. Show them this, it's not a tray ceiling, but just the detail
that
they've done. The beams with the recessed lighting. I believe
it gives it a lot of depth.
Yes, it does give great depth to it. We'll show the outside in a bit, but let's go ahead. Let's head over to the kitchen. Okay, let me swing around there. And first off, check out the huge island. I think the island is huge, mammoth.
Lot to clean, but
but it looks beautiful now. It's not always dirty. Okay, And then as we look at some of the other details of the kitchen, you're gonna see there's tons of cabinetry all the way around. Now, one thing I don't like, they're not soft close cabinets. Now, this is a great builder. We speak highly of them. When customers are calling us, we are often recommending this builder because they do a great job. But for a home at this price point, we'll come to the prices later, I kind of expected soft close cabinets.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's an upgrade that you can choose, but you'd think that they'd put it in their model.
Right, because this is not a $300,000 home. It's not. So this also, look at it looks like it's a double oven, but it's actually a microwave up top.
Which I like better anyway, because who really needs 2 ovens? Unless you're like a professional baker.
I don't know, I'd like to have the 2 ovens myself, but I do like the look of it.
Yes.
Okay, speaking of the look, they have a little breakfast bar with a wine rack.
That's what I like the look of.
More cabinetry. And the matching, let's see,
Countertop.
this is, yes, matching countertops. Not sure if that's quartz or marble. It's just a plain white.
I think it's quartz.
No, I think it's quartz? Okay, probably so. And now the refrigerator does not come. The refrigerator, washer, and dryer is not included with these. So that's an additional charge if you want that. Well, let's hold off. We'll check that out later. That's a pretty cool thing.
Let's stay focused. You're like a squirrel.
I'm on it. Okay, so over here, check out the backsplash. I really like that.
Yeah, it's different. You don't see that a lot.
You see the tile, the tiles like subway tiles all the time, and they look nice, but I like that it's broken up a little bit differently. Of course, they have the dishwasher right next to the sink and a huge sink. Very nice. I don't like that there's no button up top.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It's hidden below. Again.
I have that in my house and I hate not having the button. Having to open God forbid I have to open the cabinet.
Builders, come on,
turn my disposal on.
Yes.
I also don't, I know this is just a preference thing, but I don't love the two-tone golden black look.
Well, it's better than the all gold, which we're seeing a lot in new construction. The gold is, I don't know if it's trendy again. Maybe we're going back to the 80s. I don't know. Or maybe the people in the 80s, well, maybe we were right in the 80s. I don't know. Not that I was buying houses yet. But GE Profile Appliances, this is your glass stovetop with a hood, and up top, it goes all the way up the backsplash there. So I think they did a really nice job with that. And here on the tile, or excuse me, what am I saying? Countertops. The countertops are nicely edged. And then there's more storage down below. So
they're great for the pots.
This builder, again, I'm probably gonna say it too many times, but this builder does a lot of work making sure that there's plenty of storage here. This builder, I mentioned before, they have all sorts of floor plans. They give you anything you want. At this moment, they have 7 homes that are ready to move into. So if you want to move into one of these homes, simply give us a call. Whether you want to move into one that's ready now or whether you're wanting to move into one that you're going to have built, call us now. If you call us on this community, we will provide you a $1,000 rebate at closing. Now you might say, well, Chuck, this is what some people say, well, Chuck, I can save money if I don't use a realtor. Well, it sounds logical, but it's actually not the case at all. Builders, because of the way the sale process works, they can't lower their prices, or because they don't have a realtor representing the buyer, so they're stuck at the same price. So all it means to them, if you don't bring a realtor with you, is that they have a fatter bottom line, but you don't have anybody fighting for you, anybody advocating for you. So be sure you call us, whether it's for the rebate on this community or frankly, even without the rebate, you need to call that. So let's check out the dining room here. Now that I've been rambling forever, check out this chandelier.
It does match the sink faucet at least.
Pretty wild. The builder's not gonna like me doing that. Isn't that cool?
Sure.
Okay, well, with that in mind, let's head down this way and check out the bedrooms. Okay, so I know I said we're gonna go to the bedrooms, but I forgot this amazing pantry. You gotta check this out. Now, it's not that it's massively huge, but it's really the location of it. Now, it is around the corner of everything, which some people won't like, but there's so much storage. You have many options here in this home, and being that it's kind of out of the way,
I like that it's out of the way so no one can see my stuff in there.
Yes, that's true. But Maybe you keep a messy pantry? Is that the issue?
No.
No, okay. So there's 3 bedrooms over here, and they even painted the inside of the closet, which is a nice touch. Nice doors, okay? Nice quality doors that they put in here. But the weirdest thing about this bedroom, look up. Look at that wallpaper.
I feel like I'm in a fancy donut coffee shop or something.
Well, is it fancy? I don't know.
Trendy.
What
Chic.
what do you think? Is the wallpaper good or is it bad? I recently read an article that that wallpaper is making a comeback now. We see a lot of it in these new construction home tours that we do, and frankly, it usually looks pretty nice.
I like it, but I just don't think it's timeless.
Well, if you're 80, you might say it's timeless. It's still beautiful. It's coming
You don't
back.
have much time left if you're 80.
Now that was not appropriate. That was not appropriate. Take a look at what they did to the baseboards too. They colored those, which I think is a nice little touch.
Well, technically they're not baseboards if they're up there.
Oh, well, okay. Crown molding.
Yeah.
Crown molding. You guys got to keep me in track
Details.
here. Keep me in track. So this is a Jack and Jill bedroom bathroom here, and come over here and check out this bath. And look at this tile. Now it's just a tub shower combo. But look at the tile. Look what they've done with the tile, all the way to the ceiling. Do you like that?
Yeah, it's almost pink. It goes with the wallpaper out there.
It does. I think it's a.
I thought it was going to be a separate poop room, but I guess not.
I think of it as a brick look, and then they have dual sinks, more cabinet space. Again, not soft close. Same countertops that match everything down low. They have the tile. I really like that.
Yeah, I like it too.
I like that color. I like that it's not just the regular old square. Next, we're going to look at the other bedroom. Check out what they did with this wall here. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
All the wild colors. Another closet, 8-foot doors. Okay. Nice carpet. Carpet feels good in here. And the last bedroom in here, now there is another bedroom. We're going to look at that in a minute. I can't wait to get to that next section. We're going to do that, and we'll do the primary room. We're also going to talk about the pricing, about the neighborhood, and all that stuff. But look at the wall here that they've done here, and the crown molding.
This one
again,
has an extra detail of
Yes.
crown molding. I like
yeah,
that.
it's very nice. Right here by the pool. We will come to the pool later, so we will get a good look at that in a bit. Now, this location. Well, you want to get to the bathroom?
Yeah,
okay,
show the bathroom.
I was going to address the location here, but check out this bath. Now, this is a pool bath. We'll come to this later. We'll come to this section here later. Okay, it's a big deal, but this is a pool bath. And then this here, check out this tile. Black baby, all the way to the ceiling.
I like that it's 2 different types of tile in here.
Yeah, I think it's great. And a nice niche there, and the white flooring, so it's not too dark. It gives it a great look. So the location, this home, we're here in Oviedo, okay? And Oviedo is in Seminole County, and according to niche.com, they are an A-rated school. We have a lot of people that ask us about that. Now, this area is not cheap, okay? And I don't know if that's why. Do you think more money in an area means better schools?
I have no idea, but maybe there's a correlation.
I don't know. There is a correlation because Seminole County does tend to be a little bit more expensive than it is, say, up in West Volusia. From right here where we stand today, we're about 20 minutes to downtown Orlando. We're pretty close to the 417 and the Beltway that surrounds Orlando, okay? And that's how we help avoid the congestion, because congestion's a real thing here. We're probably 10 minutes south to UCF, another 10 or 15 minutes north up to Lake Jessup, which is kind of alligator central. Tons of alligators there, but Lake Jessup is part of the St. Johns River. And the St. Johns River flows north down around Sebastian, all the way up, and it goes out in Jacksonville. So the St. Johns River is a big deal right here to us. We're about 15 minutes to Sanford International Airport, maybe 30 minutes to Orlando International Airport, 25 minutes to, say, Winter Park, 45 minutes to Kennedy Space Center down south, where a lot of people work. Great fishing down there too. And we're about 45 minutes to Disney. in the attractions?
Yeah,
I'm gonna say
maybe less because there's the toll road, so you can hop right on the
sure.
408.
30, 45 minutes there, and probably an hour, almost an hour probably to New Smyrna Beach, shark capital of the world, if you didn't ever know that. I mentioned the congestion. Now, the Beltway helps with congestion, but here in Seminole County, in Oviedo, there's a lot of traffic. And as we were coming here to record this video today, we were stopped. I remember there was one traffic light, that one light where we want to make that left turn. We sat there for probably 15 minutes. Now, it was rush hour, to be fair, but it seems like it's just getting worse and worse. So if you want somewhere with less traffic, we can help you with that. There's a lot less traffic up in West Volusia, out on the west side of Orlando, or even if you go south, you gotta go way south of Orlando, but particularly the west side and the north sides that don't have that traffic.
And they also don't have the restaurants either, so I don't know.
That's true, that's true. We will talk about that stuff in a bit. But you want to hit the primary or upstairs?
No, let's show them the bonus room up here that you were wanting to take a look at.
Well, let's cut to that. Okay, so as we head upstairs, well, we should probably stop. The garage sits here, and they have a little, again, more storage here, which is really nice. Nice cabinet here to a nice place to put your keys, charge your phone, all your junk.
Great place for a junk door.
Can you imagine?
Yep, that's where I'd put my junk.
I could fill those babies up in about 2 days. Okay, so this laundry room is really nice. Look at the floors, what they've done. I like this pattern. Bright, nice for a laundry room. Huge quartz countertops. Huge sink. Check that out. And check out the shelves. I don't know if I like those. In my laundry room, I'd rather it be functional.
I like them. There's enough storage over here,
yeah,
I think.
There is some, but it would be, I don't know, it seems to me it'd be better. Now, we are away from any bedrooms, which I really like. I don't like it when laundry rooms are right next to the bedrooms. It seems like I see that too many times. Again, washer and dryer do not come with your home. So let's go ahead and head upstairs, and because you got to see this.
I'm a little slow on the stairs.
Okay, check this out. Check out this kitchen area. Now, I love it. I love the way it looks.
I wouldn't call it a full kitchen. It's a wet bar.
Check out this walk-in closet.
Pantry, I guess.
Well, it's right, but it's not, like you said, it's not a kitchen, right?
Yeah, just
it's not
extra
a kitchen.
space.
It can't be a pantry. I like it. I don't know if I would use it. There's a little wine fridge here, drink fridge. I guess that's not a wine fridge, that's a drink fridge, I guess. Plenty of quartz countertops. To me, I don't know, I'm not so crazy about it. I'm not in love with it because I don't know how often you're actually going to use it. What I am in love with is this porch. You got to check this out. Let's go see if I can get this thing unlocked, but check it out here. It is hot, hot, hot. But show them this. Show them the pool area. Well, no, don't go showing them too much of the pool area just yet. We'll get to the pool
the view
here in a bit. But it's this is really nice.
And I think this area up here is great for, maybe like an older kid who won't leave the house.
Absolutely, absolutely. And they've done a lot of details to this area. Now, I said I didn't like the kitchen, and I don't mean to rag on the builder. This is an absolutely gorgeous home.
That's just a personal preference.
That's just a personal preference. I do like these walls, and the blue kind of thing. I don't know.
Gives it a funky vibe.
It's kind of a funky vibe, I guess. I don't know. And all the windows. Look at the view over the pond. I think it's fantastic.
Yeah.
And they keep the blue all the way here, even the shelves up underneath. So let's go ahead and check out this bedroom. I guess there's room here for a dresser, right?
Yeah, something.
Seems kind of a wasted space. Check out the bathroom first, being one here. Okay, same thing. Nothing crazy here. I do like this tile.
I love the tile. I've never seen anything like that.
It's mixed in with the white. It's really nice. I like it.
Yeah, I like that too.
But just a nice bath up here. This is the fifth bedroom. Okay, and then as we step in, This one really gets wild. Check out these pipes on the wall.
Interesting design
Now
choice.
they're plastic, but it's, I don't know. You're probably going to have a teenager up here, right? Or somebody a little bit with some independence, and maybe that would be just the thing for them.
Well, and what's I think cool about this addition is that you don't have to, if you're building the house from the ground up, you don't have to choose to have this. So
Right, sure.
you can just build the home without this addition.
Right. Now, there's, you have a lot of options with this builder, but there are just not, a lot of others. Let's talk a little bit about Oviedo, okay? Oviedo has about 42,000 people, I believe 43,000 people. We're here on the northeast side of Orlando. It's really been booming since the 80s. I remember when I was high school, my buddies and I used to come out here and kind of hang out and cause trouble, and it was country. And then one of my buddi's parents, he went and they went and bought a house out here, and I said, why are they building a house out in the country like that? But you know what? It's crazy, but even today, traffic is bad. It's probably not quite as bad as it is in Orlando, but it's way worse than it is up in those other places. Now, the shopping and restaurants here, there's everything you need right here in Oviedo. They have all the, everything you can think of, they have it right here in Orlando. You don't need to go to Orlando proper, unless, of course, you want, say, an upscale restaurant. If you want upscale dining, then you're going to need to go to Orlando or to Winter Park. There's all sorts of outdoor activities here. I mentioned the St. Johns River, which has all sorts of fishing. You can go airboating, which is a pretty cool thing here at Black Hammock. Hiking, cycling. The beaches, I said, like up at New Smyrna Beach or down at Cocoa Beach. We have the springs over in Volusia and on the other side of Seminole County. And there's hunting, and golf courses just seem to be all over the place here. There's all sorts of them. I was at one just last week. I was here in Oviedo playing golf. Now, Oviedo on the Park is one of the coolest things that we have here in Oviedo. It's, 10 minutes from here?
Yeah.
This is about 10 minutes. And Oviedo on the Park is a mixed-use development area. A little pond, they have a splash pad there, an amphitheater, a park, a dog park, a playground, and a boardwalk. And
you can rent the swans to go on the little pond.
Can't forget the swans.
How
yes,
romantic.
Yes. That's right. And you can even rent that place for, I've been there to an event there one time before. And Oviedo was rated one of the top 100 East Coast cities by Taste of Country magazine. So it really is a really nice place. Now, the median sale price of a single-family residential home here in Oviedo is going to run you around $565,000. Now, is that a lot of money? Well, it is a lot of money to a lot of people, but for what you're getting Oviedo is a pretty, I don't know if would you call it affluent?
Yeah.
Maybe mid-affluent, not quite like Lake Mary, maybe. No, you're not so sure of that?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, I don't think it's quite as affluent as Lake Mary, but Oviedo was nice. It wasn't always. I think it's that older section of it that kind of keeps it not from being higher. It certainly is higher than up in West Volusia.
I think Oviedo, personal opinion, I think Oviedo is nicer than Lake Mary. It's got more to offer. Lake Mary's kind of small.
I agree. It does. I'll agree with that. Oviedo certainly does have more to offer. So we will get to the pricing of this home in a little bit, but now let's go ahead. You want to check out the primary
Yeah,
suite?
we got to go look at the primary.
Okay, let's head back down and check that out.
All right.
Okay, so we're here now at the primary suite, and it starts off with doors, so you can lock the whole thing off, which ironically, it's something we often don't see. Often, we were in a $3 million home last week, and they didn't have doors. Now, maybe it was because it was the model, but it just seemed like this should have had doors.
Yes, this makes sense with the doors for sure.
The same wood look floors, wood look tile floors throughout the whole thing. Check out the chandelier as we head into the primary.
The whole grand entrance for the primary.
I know,
like it.
right? All to the primary suite. Like, wow, it's pretty impressive here. And then coming in, we have the tile. Now, I would hate to be cleaning this house. If I have this house, maybe I'm just hiring someone to show it, to clean it. Inside a walk-in closet here, they even paint it. Cool two-tone paint. I think it's pretty fancy, kind of. Dual vanities. Tons of storage. Again, still no soft close. Sorry, Mr. Builder, sorry for ragging on you. But, and then over here is the water closet. And
fancy poop room.
also known as a poop room, yes, but they even painted it. You see the two-tone paint and a huge painting in the poop room, like a massive painting.
Classy.
Classy, we're getting fancy. Speaking of fancy.
Oh look, this is built for me.
It's built for you, a tireless mom, that's right.
Although I am tired, so I don't, tireless might not be the right
But
word.
you're a mom, so it's still for you. I love the tub. I love how it kind of sits here.
My guess would be too, maybe if you choose not to have a tub, maybe you could extend the shower all the way out.
Sure, sure. Now, one thing I don't like, look at this, and I see this in a lot of new construction homes. They have these windows down so low in the bathroom. So, like, you shower, you bathe, and you're just kind of sticking it out there for the whole world to see.
Yeah, well obviously you'd put some curtains there or something.
Yeah, they have curtains. Look at the curtains.
Yeah, that's just for show.
Well, maybe.
You put some blinds or something.
But-
or just let it hang out, I don't know.
Well, that's what you're doing with the
Yeah.
way it is now. It's all hanging out there.
I don't know, I like it because as somebody who gets ready in the bathroom, I like as much natural light as I can.
I agree. But how about maybe they frost the glass?
Yes, that would be a nice
for the
touch.
lower section. Maybe put some design in it or something.
I agree.
Plenty of light here. The in here is the shower. Check this big shower out.
I really love this shower.
No,
I
this
like
is pretty wild.
I like the tiles. They have a different pattern to them.
Yeah, they're not even like square.
like- yeah, they're
That is
not-
wild. A little bit different sizes. Really nice.
It gives it a natural look, I think.
And the tile here matches the tile on the floor.
And of course the waterfall.
The waterfall and the other one. So more gold. Not so sure how I feel about the gold, but I guess it just kind of is what it is. More storage in here, nothing to see there. It's just a closet. So you're going to see it's a huge closet. This is, I can't say his or hers, but it's
Whichever partner has the most clothes.
if it's my wife, it's definitely hers. That's for sure. And they have a door on here. Oftentimes in the primary bedroom suite, the ensuite baths, they often don't have closets, and I like that they do.
Or closet door.
Closet door, thank you. Yeah, they do have closets usually in them, but I'll leave that open because I feel it sounds a little echoey in here. Doesn't that sound like that way to you? And it's huge. Look how far it comes back. It's huge. And this builder, they have this little design thing here. This is not the way these actually are. This foam they put in goes down through the blocks, and that is good for sound insulation, temperature insulation, which is fantastic for efficiency. So these homes, these new construction homes, you're almost always going to save not only on your insurance bill, but you're almost always going to save on your utility bills as well because they just stay cool. These also help with pest prevention and what's the other one? Fire retardant. See, I'm cheating. I'm cheating and looking. I looked at this before we got here. I was so close. I was feeling so good about myself. But let's head over and check out this primary bedroom suite because it's pretty darned amazing, I think. What do you think?
Yeah, I love it. I love all the windows.
I love it. There's so much lighting here. Okay, so over here, check out the walls. Not only this here, the detail that they do to give it such a great look up top, the crown molding, and then check out the massive tray ceiling with all the detail in it, the recessed lighting, the fixture. I wonder sometimes, now this builder has been building here in the Orlando area for about 40 years, but why do we still not have ceiling fans in so many of these?
Oh, I thought you were going to say something about the light that's out right there.
Well, that did bother me. I did catch that too. It is annoying. But why don't they have a ceiling fan?
Yeah.
In Florida, it's hot, and we all want our ceiling fans in every home.
It just looks so luxurious with the chandeliers.
Yeah, luxurious is good. Luxurious, schmurious. Check out this, what they did. The fabric. Go ahead and show that up close.
That's nice, so you don't really need a headboard.
Right. It's a great touch. A great touch, and then we'll go outside in a minute. Over here, of course, we have a door to the porch, which we're going to talk about in a minute. So we will address the pricing in a minute, but let's go ahead and address this community or these three communities first. There's three brand new communities here. One of them is almost sold out. So one of them, that's the one with a 90-foot lot, is going to be sold out real quickly. The three communities are small communities. Two of them are gated, one is not. 29, 37, and I believe 69 homes. So each of these communities is going to have a small kind of a family-like atmosphere, which is really nice because so often some of these communities, like we did one video on a community that's going to have 5,500 homes. So you are just an ant in a whole world. I don't know if that makes any sense. Maybe I'm being stupid, I don't know. But the homeowner association in here, one of them is $220. That's the one that's almost built out. The other two are $178. So maybe you're saying, well, gee, Chuck, that's not a lot of money for a home here in the Orlando area, but they don't offer you a lot. They offer you gates. One of them has a fire pit. There's a lot of common space, and there's no swimming pool, but if you're buying a home like this, you're probably going to put a swimming pool if you're going to want one anyways, okay? There's no CDD here, but where else are you going to get homes on a 70 or a 90-foot lot? That's what I really don't know. So let's go ahead, let's head out and check out the swimming pool and the back of the home, because I think it's really nice. Now, this is one thing that I did not like about this home, and that's these doors. Now, gee, Chuck, what's so wrong with them? Well, in a home like this, of this magnitude, why don't you give us pocket sliders like so many other homes do and bring it all the way back so you can open this whole thing wide? Then, the doors, they just kind of feel cheap.
Which is weird. It doesn't really fit the rest of the house.
I know, it's such a gorgeous home, and
I think that's only because we know the difference. We've seen the thick sliding glass
Sure.
doors. I don't think if you're in these houses all the time, you might not notice the difference.
And I believe in other homes that this builder has done, we've seen better ones. Now maybe I'm wrong.
So maybe that's an option.
Maybe we'll ask the builder to watch the video and tell us in the comments below, because putting it in the comments lets us all know what we think. So out here is the, what's this? Let me get this door. Thanks for getting that one, because it's hot here, folks. Today we're looking at about 92 degrees, smoking hot. So because of that, here in Florida, a ceiling fan, like we should have had the rest of the house as we mentioned. But there's a ceiling fan, there's recessed lighting, and down at the bottom, nice pavers. So pretty easy to clean, easy to care for.
And then there's the door to the bathroom too that we showed you guys earlier.
And the primary bedroom suite where we just left. So one of my favorite things about this area is that the privacy. There's walls on each side, and you might not think of it, but when you have one of these courtyards, if you will, on the end of a house, you're looking at your neighbor. So in this case, we're not. You're very protected in here. So if you wanted to come out in the morning in your pajamas or in the evening with a drink, it's very private. You can see the neighbors a little bit over there, but your bushes are going to grow up, and you're going to have all sorts of privacy in this place. So, and they have the fence. The fence is up here as a model, but see if I can get it open. But it's nice if you have, little ones here and you want to keep it protected. But check out this pool area. Oh my Lord, I need my glasses. Isn't this, gosh, I just want to jump in. What do you think?
Yeah, that's really nice. It almost seems big enough to do a few laps in.
It does. It does. A lot of current, and fenced on two sides here. But what I want to point out, I want to come around.
Well, it's fenced all around. It's just they put the see-through fence there so you still have a view.
Yes, yes. But they put little stones, which is nice, right? What do you think?
Fancy.
You think a child would like that? I see fun. I see fun.
I see a choking hazard.
I see a choking, that's right. Yep, that's right, that too. Nice hot tub. So a lot of privacy here. I don't know, nice current in the pool. I really do like that. What do you say, Kyla? We head back in and we address the pricing of these homes.
Sounds
what do you think?
good.
You ready?
Good.
It's hot. Okay, so we're back inside now. Sorry for wiping the sweat off. It's about 50 degrees cooler than it is outside, so it's hot, and I'm cooling off pretty good. Let's take a minute and let's address the incentives that this builder is offering. Well, currently this builder is offering $23,500 towards your closing costs when you purchase a home here, in addition to that $1,000 that we are offering. So make sure that you call us, because First off, you want to get the $1,000 rebate from us, but they're offering you this $23,500 right now, but that changes all the time. So call us directly. We will make sure that we have the latest and greatest information for you so that you're not looking at information that's 6 months or a year old, okay? So pricing, that's what everybody's waiting for. I know it's true. Price ranges in these communities are from the upper 700s to around $1.4 million. This home here, 5 bedrooms, 4 baths, 3-car garage with 3,978 square feet. Can be much smaller if you don't want that amazing loft that we looked at before, so it doesn't have to be that large. But as it sits here today without the furniture, $1,399,000. Now, seems like a lot of money. Now, we have toured similar homes at lower prices, but they're not this close to Orlando. They don't have everything that Oviedo has to offer. And they don't have 70 or 90 foot lots, so there's a lot to offer right here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.